people, I'm glad to have you back. How you doing? I believe everything is moving smoothly. In case you're just watching my video for the first time, I am Modupe Oyekanmi and I want to specially welcome you to my channel. Keep watching, keep sharing this video, like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe by pressing the red button below this video to subscribe. Today we'll be talking about domestic violence. Every day we see and watch videos on social media of men beating up their beautiful wife, transforming once a beautiful and loving woman into a monster. And you see the women killing their husband because it's cheating on them. This is called domestic violence. How can we reduce it or even eradicate it totally? Let's go back and ask our parents some questions. Questions like, were there domestic violence during their period? How did they handle it? Or how did they cope with it? Yes, there were domestic violence, but it was not as brutal as it is today because the level of maturity applied into marriage then cannot be found now. Despite what they went through, they still submit and call their husbands names like my king, my lord, my father. They go down on their knees to serve them meals. They treat them like kings. But we hardly find those things in our marriages today. What was the rate of divorce then? Maybe 20%. Because they foresee the future, coupled with the fact that they were told by their own parents what marriage is all about. They were trained. They were pre-informed. So they were fully prepared for the marriage. Unlike now, parents hardly had that good time with their children to tell them about marriage, giving them the vital information they need in marriage. The only thing is just to give that advice on the wedding day, saying marriage is all about patience, thereby creating fears in their hearts. Then send them forth. The lectures they received from their own parents helped them to think of the shame and stigma divorce brings. So they go back into their shell to hide. Now divorce is common. People even celebrate it. The shame and stigma is buried. Can we now say education is bad? Because education has made so many women think they have equal right with men, therefore forgetting our culture and tradition. Now women are now addressed as kings. No more queen. You hear King Tonto, King Sisi, King Tiwa, and so on. Where are the African queens? Most time we happen to be the origin, as in the genesis of the problems we are facing. Your husband complained of your undies you've soaked for 2-3 days. You tell him you're tired, he should wash it up for you. Some men will do. You file in for divorce because he refused to wash you up after using the toilet. You insult him, he beats you up. Is that normal? So many women still expect those special treatment during courtship in marriage. Now listen, the way women reason in marriage is totally different from men. Some women, all you think about is how to meet up with other women outside. I want to let them know that I'm enjoying my marriage, even if you're not. You make your hair, paint your nails every week just to look sexy. You paint the whole town red, attend all the parties, both the ones you are invited and the ones you're not wanted. But some of these men, all they think about is new strategies to put into work to get promoted and get more money to take care of you, himself, the children, and pay his bills. But all you think about and disturb him about is Susan's wedding Ashwebi that is coming up next week. You have to get it. I have to get it. Some men will not be able to hold back, but to give that woman a dirty slap. And what will that call? Domestic violence. What is the cause? Now, when God created man, He created you and I alongside to be their helpmates. Someone they can reason with, plan with, and achieve greater heights. He said it in His word. He said, one chase 1,000, but two chase tens of thousands. But that will be when they agree. Now let's talk to ourselves. Stop running from post to post, spreading your problem around because you are hot. The truth is, you will regret it when the storm is over. When you are riding on your Jeep and wearing your designers. But unconsciously you are naked because the whole world have seen the dirty clothes you spread out. Let me share one thing I have built and learned from over the years with you. When the road gets rough and the going gets tough, it's not easy at all, but it's the best. Now, before I say that, listen. If anyone tells you that their own marriage is 100% perfect, my dear, run away from them. They are not the right folks for you. Because no marriage is perfect. Everyone is working towards perfection. All the marriages you're seeing that are rosy has its own thorns. They have their own cross they carry. So let's work on ourselves, bury our pride, and make it work. So if you feel so hurt that you need someone to confide in, you need someone to talk to, go to your room, sit yourself down, and talk to yourself. Talk to the best friend in you. Make sure you explain everything in details. It looks stupid, but it works like magic. Because at that point, you are not alone. The greater one is with you to tell you what to do, the right thing to do, and the right time to do it. Before you know, you get back on your feet. You feel relieved and happy. But remember, you were not praying. But unconsciously, you were talking to God. I bet you try it. It works. Stop receiving advice from people that want you out of your marriage, telling you to fight for your rights in the name of Women Activist Foundation. The truth is, some of them are regretting their actions. They don't know how to amend it. So they need more people. They don't want to be alone. They need more people in the club to fight shadows. Do you know what divorce can cause? Ask them some questions, if it's really worth it. The feedback of divorce doesn't bounce on you alone. It bounces on your generation, on your children, on your husband, even your family. Now listen, some women, what you pass through in your home and you file in for divorce is nothing compared to the insults and disgrace you receive in your office, and you tell them you are sorry and you work harder. Now, what happened to your home, which is your forever living investment that will give you a sweet returns in your old age? Give it a deep thought before you decide. Let me say this before I go to the singles. If you're not ready to bury your pride and carry that cross of marriage, don't go into it. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.